Again, as Priya said, I'm Dr. Gyaneshwari Prasad from England, but I'm from India. I'm from Darbar. I've been talking to you for last 3-4 years, I think. 4 or 5 talks I have given already. I'm very thankful to Dharamdas, Darbar, Jilmanji, Anil and Priya and all of you having patience to listen to me. It's a very interesting subject I chose today. The subject is the world beyond. I think you would ask me, why did I choose this subject? It's very interesting, isn't it? Would you believe there is a world beyond? You have to believe that life doesn't end in this world. There is a world beyond. Our life is an eternal journey. It is a Shashwat Yatra, it's an eternal journey. Arvind Ghosh, one of the sages from Pondicherry, said that death is obsolete at cosmic level. Death doesn't exist, it is obsolete at cosmic level. We don't die, our body doesn't die. Our body dies, but our soul doesn't die. Soul is immortal. Body is the only, covering, like clothing that you lose. But you keep on coming. So 2 things would happen after death. As I said, that it is obsolete. We are immortal. So what is immortal? The soul is immortal. So there are 2 things. Either we come back again and again, until we finish our journey, or we become liberated. We get moksha, mukti. So it's quite a serious subject. It is not easy to speak in one session, moksha, mukti, liberation, or all journey. It is possible to have liberation. In fact, there is a phrase, jiva mukta. You can be liberated while living in this physical body. This is very, very difficult. But so long, you don't have attachment. Your service is selfless. You are full of love. You are moving towards liberation, which is known as jiva mukta state. But liberation is possible. We are broken entity. We come from Parama Brahman. We are never happy unless we unite with him. So that's our aim of life. But the subject today is world beyond, which I am going to move. What is world beyond? We have got solar systems, isn't it? Beyond the world. And Earth is moving and all the planets moving around the sun and all, And there is Jupiter, Venus, Mars. There are a lot of planets are there. So there is a world beyond. And the English word for world beyond is possibly universe. And in Sanskrit we call Brahmand. I think Brahmand is a better word. Brahmand covers the planets, world beyond, and all the lokas. The concept of loka is very much in our Hindu religion. In Sanatana Dharma, there is a Shiva loka, Goloka, Krishna loka. All lokas are there. I don't think that other scriptures, apart from our scriptures, Veda, Upanishad scriptures, have said much about these lokas. The world beyond is a very interesting subject, not only for us, who are talking all religion, philosophy, and aesthetic part of life. Even scientists are into it. I come from science, medical science, and I know, Stephen Hawking, who's from Cambridge. He suffered from motor neuron disease. Motor neuron disease is almost a death sentence. Lifespan is 5 years after diagnosis. But he doesn't believe that he has been saved by God. He thinks he is almighty. He is a scientist, he controls the world. And he has written several books. He thinks that is scientific law that is controlling the world. All is science. Galileo was the first genius, from Italy. And possibly he's the one at the moment alive. I didn't have a chance meeting him. So the scientists are also involved in planets. You might have heard, that astronauts are going to different parts, isn't it? Moon and all sort of thing. And we think that, Mars is very much inaccessible, it's very hot and all. You might hear all this story. So we all are interested. Scientists are interested, we are interested, you are interested, I am interested. So I'm talking about the world beyond. When you talk about world beyond, you cannot stop talking about heaven and possibly hell also. Do they exist? I think heaven exists. A lot of people say heaven is on the earth. It is not anywhere beyond it. But heaven has been described very clearly in our scriptures. And people who do good, they go to heaven. It is said, isn't it? And one who goes to heaven is going to stay in heaven for good. I think what I have heard actually, reading Gita, that the Devatas, who are possibly translated in English demigods, they have been promoted from human being to state of God, demigod. And once they finish their karma, they may be demoted again. They might come back to the earth. So what to do actually if you don't want to come back? Don't aspire for heaven, aspire beyond it. So I'm going beyond the world. So I'm possibly taking you to beyond the world gradually. Beyond the world actually is in Param Brahm, Shivaloka, Krishnaloka, Golok, where you may be part of Him. So what is liberation? Liberation starts from a very simple fact. The moment you are free from fear, you are getting liberated. It's a fear of death. The greatest fear is fear of death, I think. And other fears are our possession, isn't it? We have got wealth, we have got power, we have got status, and you are always frightened that you might lose them. So the fear is the shackle that's shackling you, and won't let you go forward. And what you call detachment. Is it possible to get detached? It is possible to be free from ego? Not easy. The moment you are born, you have a name, you study, you have got status, and you are attached with it. And your ego starts from day one. So my feeling, the only way that you are free from ego, or you are detached when you start having compassion and love for other people. You can only part with what you have got it when you love somebody. You cannot give anything unless you love him. And love is the central theme of all the religion. This is the center, the heart actually. And once the love is there in the religion, that will take you further away. Now what happens actually, what I'm talking beyond the world, possibly I have to discuss again when I come back. It is only 15 minutes given today. I think the moment one dies, one is very much moving forward. And what I was reading Mahabhagavatam yesterday, and there I wrote Ante Narayan Smriti, means at the end remember him. It is not easy to remember Narayan at the end. At the end you remember your possession, your will, your problems. So I think this is very, very important that you remember God when you are in living body, so that you remember Him at the end of your life. And people I will discuss a few scientific facts. My doctor friend where I'm working in Southampton, he has written a book on Moody, one of the psychiatrists in America, famous book, NDE, Near-Death Experience. A near-death experience is very much actually in talk, isn't it? That one has gone to tunnel and there's a light there and a relative are waiting there. So I think the world is very much beyond us, not very far. Has been described in several books, I have written Kalyan, that somebody went actually, has left the world and he came back again and he said that he was returned back because the Yamaraj said that he has come prematurely, wrong person has come. I think it's a very popular story, again and again it came in Kalyan, I remember. So I think too many stories are around, but I think the science and religion both are agreeing on a fact that there is a world beyond. So the journey is eternal. In Hindi, there is a Dinakar, Ramdhari Singh Dinakar says, "A महज मील के पत्थर हैं, मतीने पंथ का अंतमान, जिंदगी माप की चीज नहीं तो उसको अगम अनंत मान." Don't measure, it's not a simple milestones. This is our life we're talking about. But this is very valid for our eternal journey. So death is obsolete at cosmic level. What Arvind Ghosh said is perfect. And you can be liberated while living in this physical body. So Jiva Mukta state is possible. I think that basically what I wanted to say to you, that there's a world beyond, isn't it? There's a very simple story I remember when Mahabharata ended, Pandavas started climbing Mount Everest, isn't it? Himalayas, not Mount Everest, Himalayas. And the only Pandava, one of them was Yudhishthira, who were able to reach heaven. And his walking route was Himalaya. He had one dog with him, and he said he would never leave Himalaya until dog is also allowed. So I remember that Yudhishthira, the first one, went to heaven through the route of Himalaya. And so there are descriptions that even in writing that exist. And possibly the Patal Lok, is described, which is underneath the earth. It is not in space. So description both are there. But what is the world beyond? My own feeling, world beyond is not only outside the world. World beyond is within you maybe. And that within you, I will discuss another chapter, the level of consciousness. Various level of consciousness takes you to world beyond. The highest level of consciousness is universal consciousness, which takes you beyond you. Suddenly you break a barrier. And this journey is internal journey, not the journey on Himalaya like Yudhishthira did. You are journeying inside. And it's a paradoxical, the internal journey takes you to an outward journey. Internal journey is to understand yourself. Atma-gyan, isn't it? Krishna, Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, Bible, Quran, all agrees on one thing, is in internal journey, the peace, contemplation. Our old prophet had message when they left to desert area or somewhere, they had the message, most of the prophets. I think when you want to meditate, you leave your house, sit under the tree in a quiet room. So you have to be quiet, isn't it? So basically the journey is very much internal journey. Now, what I wanted to say to you, that if you want to understand the internal journey, I was talking about what you call the level of consciousness has to be increased. So what is level of consciousness? Is it something, scientific? It is very much like a Samudra Manthan, When you do Samudra Manthan, you heard the story, the first thing that came was poison, not nectar. Amrit didn't come, Amrit was the last. Samudra Manthan is very much like Antahkaran, what we have got it, You are doing churning of your Antahkaran. So it is, Samudra Manthan is very much close to churning of your own Antahkaran. So the Samudra is inside you, and you are doing a journey. And what is going to come first thing is not nectar. It is not easy. The first thing that comes is very much all the trouble, struggle. And for that, Lord Shiva has to come, isn't it? Nobody could help apart from him. He has to come here to take the poison. And he became Nilkant. So it is God who is going to help you to churn your Antahkaran. So when I'm talking about the world beyond, I'm going to take you inside you. It's very paradoxical. The Dr. Prasad is talking world beyond, and he's asking you to look inside. We are complete in ourselves. We are world. You don't have to go outside to see the world. That Adhyatmic world, what you call it, Adhyatmic world. आध्यात्म की जो दुनिया है वो बाहर नहीं, आपके अंदर है। और उस समुद्र मंथन जो करना है वो आपको खुद अपने अंतःकरण को करना है, और जो निकलना है वो आपके अंतःकरण से निकलेगा। You sit and meditate, sit quietly, contemplate and meditate, you can see all the world beyond. All these scriptures have been written by our sages by sitting and meditating. They were not sitting in an aeroplane or, they were not moving the astronauts. And when I read actually my own scriptures, I read the scientific book, we are sometimes superior. It's all atoms and everything has been described by our sages before I read in my physics book. So there is no, conflict between science and religion, philosophy and all. They are all leading to same goal. And goal is to understand yourself. Now, I'm discussing today, isn't it, the world beyond, and our all, a few friends, a few relatives also live in the world, isn't it? But they have not left, it's a physical body, it's over. The soul is alive. It's eternal, isn't it? It's an eternal journey. Today, we have lost Mrs. Parvati, who died isn't it? So I'm praying for her also. So the subject chosen is very much fitting, Her journey has started. And that journey is beyond this journey. In fact, death opens the door to another world, another life. It is not a closed door. That opens another door. I can put in my own word now. So, basically, what I was talking, today is world beyond. But world beyond is taking you to, somewhere towards the level of consciousness. I have only changed the bit of phrase, but I'm going to take you inside, more and more in. If once I start taking you, in an aeroplane and with astronauts and all, you will be lost. People have come from moon and all. Read their book. Nothing much coming from them. They're just examining the dust and this and that. Mars is very hot. What else? All sort of things are coming. But read our book about world beyond. You learn more. So I think the science, religion, and all, they have to move towards the same direction. But ultimate journey is your journey, and your journey is very solitary. Nobody will be with you. So when Yudhishthir went, all the 4 brothers, they died on the way. He was on his own. Nobody was with him. I think in a physical body, the only person described who went. And in scripture, I think who went in scripture is the Kathopanishad, is Nachiketa. He went in physical body because of his father had done the yajna and he was not happy. So to save his father, he has to go in physical body to talk to Yama. The one also in physical body, I am giving you some mythological story, by Vishwamitra, who wanted to send Trishanku, isn't it? He was a king to heaven. And Trishanku was in physical body. Indra didn't allow him. So he created a new heaven. He was so powerful, Vishwamitra. He created new heaven for Trishanku. He wanted to live in heaven, I give you heaven. So he was in a state of suspended animation, in English word. I don't think I like to live in suspended animation. Either live on the earth or live in somewhere else. So I think our journey should be suspended animation journey. It should be ongoing journey. We are like the river, isn't it? The river should be flowing. Once it becomes stagnant, it is no more river, the river. The river has to flow. And all are destructive, nothing is lasting. In every moment, we are changing. There is a pralaya happening every day. Every sleep is a pralaya. I was reading what you call Mahabhagavatam. There are 3 classes of pralaya. Sleep and every day and this, that. So destruction and construction is going on, which is known as anabolism, catabolism, what you call positive, negative, and ultimately become end product. So this process is going on. So today's subject, what I was talking today, is basically, towards consciousness. That will be my lecture when I come back. I like to take it there. And possibly the liberation was my last topic which I gave. I can still go into it. I think this is an unending subject. I have got time. So many thanks again. You allowed me to speak for 15 minutes, and I'm disciplined that I won't cross. But to understand the subject taken world beyond, a very interesting subject, and world beyond is possibly world inside. It's very paradoxical, but I will still talk world beyond with you a bit. But I will take you to the consciousness. But make a note that death is obsolete at cosmic level. We are immortal. So, it's only the physical bodies that dies. There are different theories, all sort of layers on the soul, and all I will cover next time. The mind always goes, there are 5 koshas, and Manomaya kosha, and Gyaneshwari Prasad, all koshas are there among 5. So people never die. They carry a lot of memory. So I will cover several things next time. But I'm very, very thankful to you for your patience, that the serious subject I always bring to you, and you listen to me. I hope I make it clear, Devanji and Manji and Priya and all of you. And I hope you are enjoying it, and that makes the thing interesting.
Thank you. We appreciate you for offering your little time to us and sharing some of these deep thinking subjects. They do open our eyes. Sometimes they prompt us to introspect and see the life beyond us. So I think we love to have you again and again, to have that sort of thought-provoking sensation, from you. And we compliment you, and we wish